My dear brothers and sisters, greetings from Sur Sangam Reflections from Jaipur. I am Father Edward Oliveira, once again coming with a reflection to you. Today, we are talking about our country which is full of festivities, celebrations. Why? Because our country is full of different communities, different cultures, and they are all beautiful. Something which is celebrated in the north may not be celebrated in the south. And something which is celebrated in Bengal may not be celebrated in Maharashtra. But yet, people long to have these celebrations. And today, there is a prophet called Prophet Amos. Amos, peculiarly a different type of prophet. First of all, who is the prophet? Prophet is not someone who tells about the future, but who tells what God really wants us to do, because he has an inspiration. Amos, in a way, is not accepted by the people because he is prophesying in another place, not in his own place. And therefore, people don't accept him. And he himself says, I am neither a prophet nor son of a prophet. But God has told me to prophesy because something terrible is going on. What is that? He says, I reject your festivities. I reject your celebrations because there is no justice over there. The rich and the poor are terribly divided. The poor are used just like mud. In other words, the rich are being richer because they are making money out of these poor people. They are not only giving them enough, but not only giving them an opportunity to rise above. And therefore terribly condemns them. My dear friends, this we see in our country too. Again and again happening. And often our festivities continue saying that it is a worship. Worship is good. We need to worship God, whether it is in the church or a temple, wherever that may be. But our worship should also have certain amount of justice to the people. Why? Because God tells us that I want love, not sacrifice. Sacrifice is good, but only when I am able to love, when I am able to do justice to the poor people, and when there is a certain amount of equality. Perfect equality is not possible, but certain amount of semblance of equality must be done. Dear friends, today Jesus tells us in the parable that money is necessary. We cannot do without money. Therefore, that person who is making money, he doesn't reject him. But he says sometimes he uses clever means to do this, and sometimes we also do that. But ultimately, money should not be everything. किसी ने सब कहा है कि पैसा सब कुछ नहीं है, लेकिन बहुत कुछ है. क्योंकि पैसों की हमें ज़रूरत है, लेकिन हम पैसों के खातिर सब कुछ गंवा नहीं सकते. तो इसीलिए आज जब हम वर्शिप करते हैं, ईश्वर के गुण गाते हैं, अपने चर्च में या कहीं पर भी हम प्रार्थना करते हैं, हमें मन में रखना होगा कि अगर ये सब पैसा हम उनके द्वारा कमा रहे हैं जो गरीब हैं, असहायक हैं, कुछ भी नहीं है, तो हम गलत करते हैं. ईश्वर इस प्रकार की प्रार्थना नहीं चाहता है, ना किसी प्रकार का सेलिब्रेशन चाहता है. सेलिब्रेशन तभी कर सकते हैं जब हमारा मन साफ है, जब जो भी हम सेलिब्रेशन कर रहे हैं वो सही है. तभी हम कह सकते हैं कि जो भी हम कमा रहे हैं वो सब सही प्रकार कमा रहे हैं. प्यारे भाई और बहनों, इसके लिए हमें कभी कभी मनन चिंतन करना होगा, क्योंकि अपने आप को यह नहीं दिखाई देता. जिस प्रकार उस जमाने में ऐसा ही हुआ, लोग खुश थे, लग रहा था खुश हैं, क्योंकि गरीब लोग दिखाई देते नहीं हैं, क्योंकि हम उनका इस्तेमाल करते हैं और इसीलिए हमें पता नहीं पड़ता उनके प्रति क्या होता है. माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, each one of us open our conscience and find out whatever I have earned, the way I have earned, all that is justified. If it is not justified, I need to change. Unless I change that, my prayers will be of no use. And however much I may pay to rituals, there not be the perfection of rituals is not everything. Today we see many places we are fighting for rituals. Whether we should look at front or back or that side, or ring the bell at the same time, say the prayer in the same way. All that is good, but that is secondary. First is I bring an open heart. That is exactly what God wants. I want your heart, says Jesus, not simply your worship. Your worship must be connected with the justice with which we live. Then only we can be truly happy and celebrate together. A community that is divided because of the way which we are divided according to the money that we possess or the land that we possess or the things that we have, then it is not a perfect time to celebrate. Celebration is with everyone, the entire community. There is no big or small before God. For every one of us is equal. I wish you, I, and all of us can do that. At least not only pray for people, but do something for these people who really need not only our prayers, but also our help in every way. Then only we can have an equal society. That is exactly what God wants. Thank you and God bless you.